Hey Internet, it is time for spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
This is where we get to see movies before you. We just got back from the Magnolia Theater in Dallas, seeing Cowboys versus Aliens.
Got the press pass and everything.
The movie was all over the place, but in a good way. 4 words? We likey, we likey. This movie was awesome. So many different aliens. I didn't expect it. Such a diverse selection. You'll be surprised.
Yeah, they don't just decide to focus on one particular alien species in this movie like they do with all sorts of other alien invasion movies. They start out with the Urkin invaders, then they go to the prawns from District 9, then they have the Greys, you know, like the tiny white guys with the big black eyes, and then they have E.T., but it's a surprising twist, like, it's not the nice, cuddly E.T., it's like an evil E.T., and then he's like going around killing all sorts of different people, and then like he takes his finger, and it starts glowing, and he points at a guy, and he says, ouch, and then the guy explodes, like, out of nowhere. It's totally surprising, but it was kind of cool. It was like kind of an edgy E.T.
Awesome. Spoiler alert, there are cowboy hats in this movie. The director is bringing back the cowboy hat.
But not just on the Cowboys.
On the aliens too. Cowboy hats on everything. Cowboy hats on Daniel Craig, Harrison Ford, Olivia Wilde, aliens of all sorts. Cowboy hats, man. Get some of that.
I'm buying one.
Yeah, I just got one actually on the way back. So the main battle, we didn't actually say it. There's another type of alien.
Yeah, like the Ripley Scott aliens from all the Alien franchise is like the main bad guy of this movie. Like they chase the Cowboys all over the place. It's like they're kind of overwhelming. You don't really know what the Cowboys are gonna do.
Getting back to the Cowboys themselves, Daniel Craig's character, really tough guy, stoic looking guy. He has this tagline through the movie. He says like 5 times, "You don't want to see my hand where my hip be at." And, I mean, it's totally B.A.
Pretty cool.
Tough dude there.
Also, another actor, Gary Busey's in this movie. You know, first of all, he's just hanging out with the Cowboys the whole time. They think he's just like a regular dude. But it turns out, he's an alien. But he looks like a regular human, just like he does in real life. I know, I think the director's just like, hey, you look kind of funky. You want to be an alien in my movie? But we're not going to use any kind of makeup on you. You're just going to be like a crazy guy. And then like he turns on him and like he gets away in like one of the alien motherships. And then like what does he say to him?
Yeah, on the way he's yelling out from the mothership saying, "Yell at jabronis!" And then the Cowboys yell up and say, "We ain't jabronis, you a jabroni!"
And then like his alien buddy's like, "No, y'all are definitely the jabronis."
It was awesome words. I love that word. So
great insult.
Yeah, Daniel Craig had this. Of course, you may be familiar with it, this device. James
yeah, like that little thing. Like if you're a fan of Fallout, people have been calling it the Pip-Boy. Like it spontaneously, like from if you watch the trailers, it'll start working and lighting up, and it'll shoot aliens with like this weird, crazy, you know, like energy blast. But it does other things too. Like it had his floss, like all sorts of different knives, like a Swiss Army knife. You know, it writes checks to people. Like it's like, oh, I gotta pay my electric bill, and then he just writes him a check, and then it also posts to Twitter. Actually, one of the cool things is like there's a number before the movie starts where you can text to, and you can get dynamic text updates from Daniel Craig's character throughout the movie. Like he'll blow up an alien, and then you'll all of a sudden your phone will light up, and it'll say LOL, and I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. That's because like he sent that to me personally, you know. Pretty inventive movie technology.
Mine said ROFL.
Yeah.
And the person next to me had LMAO. Daniel Craig is a really cool guy. Okay, the final moment of this movie, there's this high noon shootout, you know, this iconic scene between, you think it's going to be the Ripley Scott alien, but instead, we didn't tell you about this. Spoiler alert!
Spoiler alert.
Predator is in this movie. This movie is actually Cowboys versus Aliens versus Predator from the Predator series. Now, the alien's kind of officiating between Daniel Craig's character and the Predator, and I forgot how he says it.
He's officiating the whole thing. He's like, take 10 paces about face, draw.
Yeah, and right at that moment, you know, the Predator has his like big old weaponry, and then
wearing a cowboy hat. By the way.
Definitely the cowboy hat, bringing it back. Now Daniel Craig goes, "Bam, Pit Boy!" and then it blows up the Predator, and that's the end of the movie.
But before they get away, he has to use the self-destruct button.
Yeah, that same scene. It's really awesome. He's like beep beep beep, and he jumps on the speeder with the, Olivia Wilde on his back, and they fly off into the sunset on a spaceship.
Big explosion behind him.
Yeah, it's a different take on Cowboys that you normally see. But this movie, like we said, 4 words, we likey, we likey. Go see it this Thursday night, midnight, or Friday, because I don't think you'll be disappointed. That's all we got for Spoiler Alert. See you later.
Ching.